Okay, to check that we passed the technical prerequisites for installing Mavericks on our computer, we need to refer to the Apple website on the system requirements page for Mavericks. I'm going to run through these quickly for you now. The first thing I'm going to check is the OS version as it's listed here. If you go into Apple menu, About this Mac, it tells you what version of the operating system you're currently running here. If you're running 10.6 or later, then that technical prerequisite has been passed. If you're running 10.5 or earlier, you'll need to do some further upgrades before you can go further forward. Next thing we'll check is the memory. Again, Apple here said 2 gig or more of memory available. I would suggest that you actually look for 4 gig or more. If you have 2 gig, it will certainly install, it will certainly run, but you'll find that 4 gig or more will give you much better performance. Next thing we need to check is whether our machine is hardware capable of running Mavericks as an operating system. Now, to do this, there's a couple of things we need to do. First thing we need to get is the serial number. So where the version of the operating system is listed, if you double click, that will bring you up a serial number. If you then drag that window to the bottom left hand corner of your screen and go to the Apple website, to the support section, scroll down to the check your service and support coverage. Then I'll ask you for a serial number. If you rekey the serial number from that window and hit continue, that'll then give you some basic information about your computer. Things like purchase date, whether you've got Apple support still. But at the top it tells you, or gives you a little picture of what your computer is and tells you exactly what model within the family that you currently have. So you may say something like iMac mid 2007. You need to cross-reference this with the Maverick system requirements page. So if you have, well, in my case it's a MacBook Pro Retina 15-inch mid 2013, that is obviously much later than the minimum requirements. Lastly, we can check the hard drive space. So if I minimize that, the easiest way of doing this is to go to your Macintosh hard drive, click on it. You can either right click and do get info, or you can hit Command and I. That'll bring up this window here, and the section you're looking for in general is available. So as you can see, I've got available 131 gig. The Apple website tells me that we need a minimum of 8 gig. Now it won't use that full 8 gig. It uses it during the installation, but then removes some of the downloaded files. So you won't lose 8 gig of storage, but it'll need it as working space during the installation. Those are the 4 things we need to check. If you pass them all, that's the technical requirements done.